Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you as always for taking time out of your day to check the videos out. I really do appreciate the continued support. We have more PlayStation news, rumors, and leaks to cover in this video, so before we get into it, hit the like button to help the video out and show your support, hit the subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment down below telling me, out of all of Sony's first-party studios, which studio are you hoping to hear from next? Which studio do you hope is next in line to reveal a new game? I will be interested to see what you guys have to say. With that being said, though, we are moving to the first topic, which is Sony's Jim Ryan revealing that they currently have 17 studios working on first-party games. So this is reading from PlayStation Universe, where it says Sony Interactive Entertainment CEO and President Jim Ryan has revealed during a presentation at CES 2022 that the format holder has a whopping 17 studios working on first-party software. The PlayStation Studios brand has a number of major developers under its umbrella, including the likes of Naughty Dog, Insomniac Games, Santa Monica Studio, Sucker Punch Productions, and many more. It's understandable that Sony still want to have them cranking out plenty of first-party exclusives, and this year alone has a number of major titles, including Gran Turismo 7, Horizon Forbidden West, and God of War Ragnarok. So I wanted to just take a moment here to let you guys know about this, because I feel like a lot of people did not tune in to CES 2022, but this was something that Jim Ryan put an emphasis on during the PlayStation CES presentation. He wants to put more of a focus on the quantity side of things, not necessarily the quality side of things. Now, some people might be thinking that that doesn't make sense. Why would Sony want to do that? Well, I think it's simple. It's because the public perception when it comes to PlayStation exclusives and PlayStation Studios is quality. People automatically think that, hey, if I'm going to buy a PlayStation 5 exclusive, I kind of already know what to expect. I'm usually going to get what I pay for. PlayStation and quality go hand in hand. But now the focus has to kind of shift to, getting people to think not just quality, but quantity as well. We've seen Sony do this all throughout 2021, emphasizing multiple times that they have over 25 exclusive titles in development, half of which are new IP. And this is just another sign that Sony is continuing to try to, pump up the number of studios, not just for the sake of doing so, but just making it known that, hey, we meticulously look for quality studios that we can add to our family of studios and build on our already very quality portfolio. And so again, they have the quality side of things nailed down pretty well. Now they just want to kind of focus on building the quantity side, because I've said it before and I'll say it again, Sony wants to try to have the best of both worlds, and I think that so far they're doing a pretty good job in achieving that. So you guys let me know what you think about that. We're moving on to the next topic, which is talking about a support studio that helped with the development of Returnal. They are now apparently hiring for a new AAA console exclusive, and fans are thinking that it's likely an exclusive for PlayStation, considering their association with Housemarque. So this is again reading from PlayStation Universe, where they say Returnal developer Housemarque, like many other studios, are no stranger to getting help from support studios. Climax Studio is one of those support studios who have in fact worked with Housemarque for some time now. It was spotted by website Games Radar that Climax is hiring, this time for a, quote, AAA project for a first-party publisher, unquote, according to the listing. The position is for a senior level designer, but beyond that, there's nothing more said. It's rather what is unsaid that could be more telling. Climax has a history of working with Housemarque, and it's highly likely that whatever they are working on is for Housemarque. If that is the case, then we can bet it will be coming to PS5. It's also looking that this could be work on DLC for Returnal. It's been rumored for some time that, there's going to be some type of Returnal DLC, so that could very well be what this is for. I think some people were thinking that maybe Climax Studio is working on their own first-party title, but that is very likely not the case here. I think that what PlayStation Universe is saying is correct. They're probably helping out Housemarque, and who knows, Climax Studio could end up being one of these support studios that maybe Sony decides to buy up, because if they're helping Housemarque in a significant way and they have a deep history with working with Housemarque, which they do, maybe that would be something Sony could look into if they're not already. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know about this. Do you think that they're helping Housemarque on their next AAA title for PlayStation 5, whatever may come after Returnal? Or do you think that it's more likely they are helping out on Returnal DLC, or maybe even developing the bulk of the Returnal DLC while Housemarque themselves is beginning work on their new game? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Moving on to the next set of topics, they're going to be focused on PlayStation VR because we have quite a bit of important information to go over when it comes to PlayStation VR. Now, you're going to want to pay attention to this even if you're not a big fan of VR or if you're not interested in it, because something we go over here, I think, maybe hints at a potential upcoming PlayStation event that might be literally right around the corner. So we're going to get into that in just a minute. But starting here, once again, reading from PlayStation Universe, they say PSVR 2 to start shipping in Q2 2022, says Taiwanese Apple analyst. So it says here, according to TF International Securities Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo, Sony will start shipping its upcoming PSVR 2 headset in Q2 of 2022. Apple itself is looking to make waves in the AR VR market and therefore have been looking at the competition, which includes the likes of Sony and Meta. He has been pretty on the point with predictions in the past, so there's definitely reason to believe that PSVR 2 could be rolling out within this time frame. And so if this does turn out to be true, and Sony is planning to ship out PSVR 2 headsets in Q2 of this year, this does signal that they may end up releasing the next-gen VR headsets sooner than maybe some were thinking. I think a lot of us are anticipating that Sony's going to shoot for a holiday 2022 release, but it very well could be that this headset releases sooner than that, maybe sometime over the summer. I think it's a possibility. We're going to have to wait to see. But again, this individual has been correct with many things in the past in regards to VR and in the mobile space, so they are reliable. Somebody over on Twitter, Video Games and Art, says in response to this, it cannot be so early. They didn't show the headset, just the name, the controllers, and one game in development. One game is not enough to launch the PSVR 2. Usually they show the headset and several games months before the launch. And so they respond by saying, I think they are going to have a dedicated PlayStation event to show off the final stuff plus more content ridiculously soon. And he also tells people to screen cap what he's saying here. He seems to be very confident in what he's saying. Now, he did start off this response by saying, I think. So, we have to take that for what it is. He's not saying I know or I can say for certain. He's saying I think, but he does seem to have a level of confidence here. And honestly, I think it makes a lot of sense. If it is true that Sony is getting ready to produce these headsets and they're going to be shipping them out in Q2 of this year, it would only make sense for Sony to have a dedicated PSVR 2 event very soon, like in February or even March. This does seem like a real possibility. Now, whether or not this is going to be like a bigger PlayStation event where they show AAA games alongside VR stuff or just something for VR, we have no idea. We don't even know if there's going to be an event, but we might want to keep our eyes peeled going forward. But continuing to talk about PSVR 2, we have a former Horizon Forbidden West designer commenting on Horizon Call of the Mountain, claiming it will change what AAA means for virtual reality. So this is reading from WCCF Tech, and it says the upcoming PSVR 2 title, Horizon Call of the Mountain, is claimed to be quite impressive. At least that's what former Horizon Forbidden West senior world designer Chris James said on Twitter following the VR title's official announcement. According to the former Guerrilla developer, Horizon Call of the Mountain has been in the works for quite some time, and although he didn't work on it himself, James said that Horizon's PSVR 2 title will have a big impact on VR titles going forward. Quote, "This has been in the works for a while. I didn't work on it, but I promise you this will change what AAA means for VR." He also added, "It's amazing." So I wanted to let you guys know about this because, I think that there is a certain expectation with Horizon Call of the Mountain, considering it's Guerrilla Games, and this will be the first time we're seeing a series like Horizon in virtual reality. I think that what he's saying here is likely going to turn out to be true. We have to imagine that Guerrilla Games as well as Sony is taking this very seriously. They obviously want PSVR 2 to be more successful than the first iteration of VR, and the only way they're going to do that is by showing even more compelling software. And right off the bat, you know, first time getting Horizon in VR, that has people excited. But if what this designer is saying that this is going to change what AAA means for VR, I believe it. I believe that if there's a studio out there that can do it, it's Gorilla, you know, working with Firesprite. I mean, those are two very, very big studios collaborating on this. Yeah, we could be in for something huge here. So I'm definitely going to be paying attention to it. But we have another PSVR 2 rumor to cover here, and this is in regards to Half-Life Alyx apparently making its way to PSVR 2. This is coming from the reliable insider known as Nick Baker, or Special Nick, over on Twitter. He has given out information in the past regarding PlayStation that has been correct, and he was responding to somebody on Twitter, I think it was Benji Sales, who was basically saying, you know, I hope that Half-Life Alyx ends up coming to PSVR 2 and Sony and, you know, Valve end up making a deal here. And he says, from what I've been told, they have. Not sure what's happening, though. I thought this was one of those open secrets. So, you know, according to Nick Baker here, Half-Life Alyx will be making its way to PSVR 2, and as he says it, he thought it was kind of one of those open secrets, and it seems like a logical thing to happen, right? You know, Sony is giving Steam some of their exclusives for the first time, and so it would make sense, you know, for, you know, Valve to want to bring a game like Half-Life Alyx over to PSVR 2. You know, there's really no reason for them not to, so I believe this entirely, and I think that this will be one of the bigger AAA games that it ends up getting. I hope that PSVR 2 ends up getting Resident Evil 4 VR as well, because I heard that that is amazing as well. But, you know, we'll have to kind of look out for that, see if that ends up happening. But, you know, again, continuing to talk about PSVR here, Sony apparently won't confirm or deny PSVR 2 backwards compatibility. This is coming from Stephen Totillo. He was at CES and he let everybody know that a question that Sony PR was getting quite a bit is, you know, whether or not, first of all, the headset is going to release this year, to which, you know, Sony didn't comment on that. But I mean, it's going to release this year. All the signs are there. And I think Sony even kind of made that clear in the past themselves. But the more important question that people are asking is, will VR2 or PSVR 2 be backwards compatible with PSVR? And, you know, Sony PR said that they have nothing further to announce at the moment. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't think it's going to be backwards compatible. I think that it's just unrealistic to expect PSVR 2 to be backwards compatible with PSVR. It sounds like it's an extremely complicated nightmare to try to make something like that happen. And we know that Sony's already somewhat stubborn, you know, with backwards compatibility stuff. So I'm just going to say right now, it's likely not going to be backwards compatible. And I don't think people will be that upset. I mean, sure, some VR owners are going to be disappointed, but I think in reality, most people will understand in this case. At least that's what I'm thinking. Maybe I'm being, you know, too generous here, but that's kind of my line of thinking. So you let me know your thoughts about that down in the comments below. Another piece of information I want to let you guys know briefly before we wrap the video up, something that was just kind of glossed over really quickly, was Jim Ryan during CES 2022 let us know that the PS5 will be getting PlayStation tournaments sometime this year. I mean, he literally talked about it for, I think, 10 seconds, but he pretty much just said, look, you know, this is a feature that we have coming to PS5. They didn't go into detail into like how it's going to be implemented, what it's going to be like, just letting us know that, you know, if you're a PS5 owner, you can look forward to getting PlayStation tournaments later this year. And the final piece of information I have for you is a rumor, or potentially a leak actually, that may let us know that Discord PlayStation integration may be coming very soon. So we have AJ Okami Games over on Twitter, who says a Discord user was able to unlock the option to link his PlayStation account to Discord. Looks like the PSN X Discord integration is happening soon. So yeah, I saw a lot of people talking about this. A lot of people are very excited for Discord to be, you know, integrating with PlayStation. And so yeah, you know, it does seem like a good sign that it will be coming sooner rather than later. But in the meantime, we will have to just wait patiently, and that's going to do it for the video. I hope you did enjoy it. I hope you did find it informative. Leave it a like if you did, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notification icon, and feel free to share this video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.